Tonight, Governor Jared Polis orders health leaders to find more beds as hospitals risk running out of room.
He wants 500 additional beds to deal with this latest surge. Polis is also working with local leaders and venues to add stricter vaccine and testing requirements for the indoor events. He'd like to see others adopt the same policy as Ball Arena, which tonight began requiring proof of vaccination or a recent COVID test. There are currently more than 1,400 people hospitalized with COVID in Colorado. That's about 400 shy of the peak we saw last December. 80% of those current patients are unvaccinated.
If we can't mitigate where we are and make some dramatic changes quickly, we will get to a point where we have to ration care.
But there are some promising signs. We have seen a dramatic increase in the number of Coloradans getting a vaccine. Nearly 350,000 people have received a dose in the past 2 weeks. Certainly a welcome jump from that low point in July when 50,000 people got a shot. Tonight, team coverage on the steps to slow the surge. Alan Janae has more on the new requirements at Ball Arena, starting with tonight's Nuggets game. Want to start, though, with Tori Mason and that push to vaccinate. Tori, it's showing some improvements.
Definitely, Jim. And if people want a first, second, or even a third vaccine, there are a lot of providers who are eager to give it to you. I was here at Mango House in Aurora earlier today, and I was able to get a flu shot and my booster shot without an appointment. And now they say many people who were hesitant before are suddenly coming in.
I got it, and I recommend everyone who can get it to get it.
Johnny didn't hesitate to get a booster. He's one of many who have lost a grandparent to COVID. From his desk at Mango House, he watches more and more sign up for the shot.
We are still seeing a lot of first doses from all the communities, Hispanic, refugees, white, African American.
Dr. PJ Parmar didn't back down when the state threatened to take his vaccines away for only providing underserved patients. 8 months later, his mission is more valuable than ever.
We had dropped to where we were doing just a few a day in the summer, but we've jumped back up. We're seeing 30 a day or more.
When the state's COVID cases began to resurge, the number of vaccinations went up. Thousands of people are suddenly making appointments.
I think they're seeing enough of their friends getting coronavirus or enough people around them who've gotten the shot and are just fine.
Parmar is also seeing a spike in people getting tested. He says when parents turn the corner, their kids come with them. Another step toward protecting whole families.
We have plenty of resources, so it's a good thing happening.
If you're fully vaccinated and due for your booster shot, the state says go ahead and get that too. Due to rising cases, all Coloradans are now eligible. We're live in Aurora. Tori Mason covering Colorado First.
Tori.